viewers, getting you all the updates of the Ukrainian crisis, where now, in fact, with respect to the UK-Russia relations, now we are being told that Russian ambassador to London has said that Russia is likely to sever ties with the UK. This comes hours after Boris Johnson's address and talking about how Russia has violated the international law and also how UK will refrain from carrying out military activities directly, but there will be financial sanctions that will be levied, and this also comes hours after the FTSE 100 also sinks in the international market, in the London Stock Exchange as well, where Russian companies have been also sinking. And this comes now where in fact the delegation of UK has said that they are all set. In fact, Russia is all set to cut ties with UK as well. I'm being joined by Niranjan on the broadcast. Niranjan, now the situation getting even more intense, where Russia counter statement. And also Saurabh Shukla joins me on the broadcast. Saurabh, how do you see this developing statement and counter statement that is happening between the UK and the Russia? Now Russia claiming that they will sever all ties with UK as well.
Unleashed. Russia realizes that it has been completely isolated, and that was the part of the US-led NATO coalition, that they wanted to isolate Russia. And I don't think Vladimir Putin comprehended this kind of a unity. In fact, I would say what his actions have done, they have united the Western world in an unprecedented manner. You haven't seen these kind of unprecedented sanctions coming in as they have seen this time around. And I'll tell you, there was a reason why, because his actions came at a time when the world was trying to bounce back after the COVID crisis. The economy, the global economy was in shambles. And here you have Vladimir Putin unleashing a war which will create a huge humanitarian disaster as well. Thousands of people are already homeless. Millions of, or in fact, billions of worth of dollars of property has been destroyed. And obviously, it will take a really, really heavy toll to rebuild this country. And not to forget the human life that has been lost. So I would say that Russia and Vladimir Putin stand isolated. And I also foresee that in days to come, pressure will mount on him domestically. Already there are reports of demonstrations coming from within Russia, from major cities, even though he's trying to muzzle it through his iron hand approach. But the way things are, panning out, things are also spiraling out for him. And that's the reason. And he's adding more troubles for him. Imagine he's trying to create this nuclear blackmail to the world. I don't think the strategy is going to work for him. And I don't think that he's going to achieve his end game very soon. But I see the conflict really, really spiraling out. I was hoping that the dialogue will bring some kind of peace, and this war can end. But I see, a really grim hope based on the situation as it stands today.
Well, yes, Saurabh, and this also is going to obviously have a lot of economic ramifications now that Russia also acting on the threat of counter sanctions and talking about how they will sever all ties with the UK as well.
I'll tell you what, Russia's threat is unlikely to work, because, they can only threaten to obviously harm Europe's energy interests, because, a lot of European countries are dependent on Russian energy. But in any case, I don't see it's the other way around. If you see where Russia stands today, the Russian aircrafts cannot, fly out of Russia. The Russian leaders, top oligarchs are under sanctions. A ruble cannot be traded. Their stock exchange is in crisis. The interest rate is an all-time high. Soon, Russia is going to face heat in an unprecedented manner.
Well, yes,
so obviously they're isolated.
this is clearly a very big breaking development now that Russia is also claiming that they're likely to sever all ties with the UK.